Hey guys, what is up? Now, very excited for this new reaction. This new thing just dropped. New thing. Uh, so as I explained earlier this year, about the time we were in the Game Awards, I decided to try Final Fantasy for the first time. I played it a few years back. I played 15. Did not like it. I was like, okay, if this is what the rest of the franchise is gonna be. If this is gonna be the rest of the franchise is gonna be, I'm not really interested in it. Didn't have a fun time with 15, and I know probably a lot of people, you guys might like the game. I don't. And then I hear and then I start hearing okay, what is this Final Fantasy 7? What is this? All I knew about Final Fantasy 7 is of the Buster Sword, the big ass sword that this blonde guy had, and people were like, the blonde guy. How can you call him that? It's like, guys, at the time, I did not know a single thing about Final Fantasy. I didn't know nothing about Final Fantasy 7. Then I played Final Fantasy VII Remake. And I fell in love, guys. I fell in love with Final Fantasy as a franchise. And Final Fantasy VII Remake is probably one of my favorite games I've ever played in my entire life. I have not played the original Final Fantasy VII. That is because they are making a trilogy out of the original Final Fantasy VII game. And I do not want to get spoilers for it, so I decided not to play it. Once this franchise is over, I will probably go play the OG Final Fantasy VII, just so I can get that experience. And because also that we've heard that this game is not going to have the same ending, possibly, as the original game. It is called Remake, not because it's a reboot or remake, because they're telling kind of a different story. Now, you can go and watch all the lore videos you want. You can go watch Maximilian Doob. He talks about it. Talk about all these people who have been covering Final Fantasy Rebirth since Final Fantasy 7 Remake came out. We got that ending, and the supposed theory right now is that if you haven't played the game, we have Sephiroth, the main bad guy, one of the most iconic villains in gaming history, and we think that this Sephiroth is Sephiroth from the original Final Fantasy VII game. The original Sephiroth. Who, it happens that he dies in Final Fantasy VII, the original game. Now, we suspect this because we see Sephiroth kind of know what's going on. He kind of knows the future when you play Final Fantasy VII Remake. Well, you also have Aerith. And if you don't know who Aerith is, she is the lady with the red jacket. My favorite main girl. Sorry, Tifa fans. I love Tifa, but I love Aerith more. And I do know what happens to her. Spoiler, I will not talk about what happens to her. And I know. And I was not happy when I found out. I was not happy when I found out what happened to Aerith. But overall, we believe those two know the future. They know what's going to happen. And they are possibly trying to change the events of the game. Change the events of what happened in the original game and create a new timeline, new story. But we also have this other timeline with one of my favorite Final Fantasy characters who I recently discovered through Final Fantasy Reunion, Zack Fair. I love Zack. I love him. I love Cloud. I love Zack. I love every single character. But we got a launch trailer today. I can talk about Final Fantasy all day long. Final Fantasy VII, favorite game of all time. Love every single character. But let's watch this launch trailer and we'll talk about what we're going to see after we finish watching it. So, here we go. Say yeah! Woohoo! Oh, that's a great line. That is a great line. Eve! Alright, we're all set. We're all set. Alright, let's do this, guys. Let us do this. Oh, there he is. Is that the past? Are we going to see Cloud's past, actually? Oh, we're going to see what happens. Oh, my gosh. Guys, I know nothing. Do not spoil me anything in the comments right now. Oh, my gosh. Oh, my God. It's so beautiful. Oh, my gosh. Just game of the year. Game of the year already. Game of the year. Game of the year already. Oh, so he wants to rule over the planet. I didn't really get that, but it makes sense. Yes, she's back! Oh, the boss fights look so good! Oh my gosh!
Let's get to work.
Oh yeah. Oh, those destined for Rebirth. No! Don't kill Tifa! Do not. I don't want to see any of my main guys die. Ooh. Very short, very short. Alright, so that was the Final Fantasy VII Rebirth launch trailer. What else can I say, guys? I'm beyond excited for this game. It is my most anticipated game of 2024. You know, it looks like I did not know that. I had a feeling we might be seeing Cloud's Pass and Sephiroth a little more, because it was very much hinted at all the other gameplay we've gotten and all the trailers. I'm really excited to see that. I know you guys are probably gonna be like, oh, how do you not know this about Final Fantasy VII? It's like, guys, I'm going into this not playing the original game, not knowing so much about the lore. You know, I finished Final Fantasy VII Remake, and I was so confused. I was like, what did I just see? I was so confused, you know. I'm like, how is all these characters calm about entering this wormhole and changing the past? And then I started realizing things, started noticing differences in the timelines. You know what was going on, and I'm like, oh my gosh, they're not just making a remake. They're not just making a remake for a cash grab. They're doing it to intertwine two stories. You know, if you've ever seen that Charlie Day meme, you know, use Charlie Day meme from oh my gosh, for Always Sunny in Philadelphia, where he has the board with all the connections. That's kind of the board we have as Final Fantasy fans right now, you know. So you're oh, here's Final Fantasy VII Remake, you know. We got Advent Children, then we go up here, and we got a Reunion. But then we go over here, and then we got Remake and Rebirth. But also, Advent Children added into there. It's so confused, and we have so many questions. So many questions. And there is one big question that we want answered. But I'm not going to ask that question, because that question is a spoiler. And if you haven't played it, I do not want to spoil it for you at all. So I recommend go play Remake. Go play Remake as fast as you can and enjoy it, so you can be ready for Rebirth that launches in about a month. And I'm just going to say, this is going to be Game of the Year. Right now. Unless there's another Baldur's Gate out there, this game is winning Game of the Year. Winning Game of the Year. No problem. It's my most anticipated game, like I said. Most anticipated game. That's how excited I am for it. You know, we got so many other great games coming out this year. You know, we got Suicide Squad, Kill the Justice League. What else? What else? Other games. Not a whole lot has been announced yet, but there's a lot of games coming out. And I can't list them off on my top of my head, because I've been on a Final Fantasy mindset ever since the Game Awards ended. And you can go watch the Game Awards live stream on my channel. It is 4 hours long, but I did cut out some of the trailers. I had some big reactions to in there. But overall, it's almost time, guys. It's almost time for Final Fantasy VII. It's almost time for this to be the biggest game of the year. Is an understatement. This is gonna be. I don't know, guys. The hype around this game, the hype everywhere I've seen. If you are not excited with this game, I don't know where you are, or if you never played Final Fantasy game before, go play Remake so you can play this. Go experience a rich story, which is this. A story, and I'll tell you, you will fall in love with the characters. Fall in love with everyone. Everyone. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. Please make sure you like and comment on the video and subscribe to the channel. And I'll see you next time.